In this video, I'm going to show you how to draw and color all the details of a silk dress with colored pencils. When it comes to silk materials, the shadows and the highlights are both stronger. For example, you can see how softer the shadows are on a cotton dress. They are less defined. It is the same when it comes to wool fabrics. As usual, first you need to draw the basic outlines of the dress. Then you can start sketching down all the wrinkles and shadows. One thing that helped me a lot to make my clothing drawings more realistic is looking at the shadows as patterns. If you look closely, they all have a certain shape. Let's see an example. Do you see the shape of this specific shadow? Try to recreate it on the paper as accurately as possible. If you're done with sketching all the shadows, you can start coloring the drawing. First, a light layer to see if you will need to add any other color to match the reference photo, and also to have a base for the lighter areas. After you are done with the whole dress, next thing is to color the medium dark shadows. Choose a different color than you use already, but make sure to avoid black. Keep doing the same thing at every part of the dress. Pay attention to the depths of the certain shadows. The most important part is the blending. I like to use Q-tips for the smaller parts and tissues for the larger areas. But you can use anything you prefer and what works with your pencils. After the medium shadows, you can start working on the darkest ones. I used a dark brown pencil for this part. A lot of times these darkest lines are at the edges of the medium shadows. Always make sure that the shadows follow the flow of the dress. Here at the skirt part they are going downwards and to the sides. I admit, it can be very time consuming and boring until you finish every single wrinkle and shadow. But trust me, it's worth it. And now for the absolute darkest spots you can grab the black pencil. But make sure to be careful with it. One wrong move can ruin everything. Last but not least, my favorite part, the highlights. I'm using a Sakura Jelly Roll white pen. And such as you did with the shadows, you follow the lines of the lightest parts. They usually are next to the darkest lines, but always make sure to check the reference photo one more time before you draw the highlights. And that's it, we are done with the dress. I am done with it. This whole work took me about 5 hours to make. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more art content. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.